Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tiny Blue Games. My name, of course, is Cesar Chris, and today we're talking about Wildstar. I hope you had a wonderful weekend getting your double XP in Wildstar. I know I did. I actually made great use of it for once. Um, I actually was pretty busy this weekend, just getting a few new items for my new apartment. And was still able to get the levels that I wanted, and I actually did hit level 50, so spoilers, you'll see that at the end of the video. But yeah, it was really fun. I did a bit of questing and a bunch of random dungeon spamming, which is a really fun thing in the community when these double events happen. It seems like there's a ton of people that are like, trying to make groups for random low-level dungeons, and it's just a really quick way to get experience. And I actually had a lot of fun with it because, I don't know, it reminds you a lot of sort of MMOs that, didn't have a group finder and used chat systems a lot to make groups like that. So it's kind of fun to see the chat just light up with people saying, looking for two more, looking for one more, looking for whatever. And what's particularly fun about the low-level dungeons, and this is kind of a double-edged sword, is because of how face roll they are, you can pretty much take whoever, and like even if you're a DPS, you can, check off your support role too. So in that sense, it's really easy to put together these groups and just do it. I mean, the obvious downfall of that is the fact that it's a face roll dungeon that no one really cares about, but you get really good experience for doing it. So it's kind of fun that way. And I did a lot of that, especially when you get a good group with, well, when you get a group with someone who's like got good gear and level 50 or something like that and can just dominate. It's really nice because then you can like do Proto Games Academy in like 4 minutes or whatever, and that's when you start making the experience. So I had a lot of fun doing that. But I also did some questing throughout Malgrave, and then I did Grimvault, or Western Grimvault, and that's where I ended up hitting level 50, which is exciting. I do like Western Grimvault. I particularly remember how much of a impact that had on me when I was first leveling to 50. Because a lot of these quests, like, they allude to the strain and like sort of the more endgame plot of the game, but it's a lot of more just exploration and really enjoying the scenery and stuff like that. And very distinctly, when you go from Malgrave to Western Grimvault, you're all of a sudden hit by what this strain is and like how big of a problem this is going to be and how this is going to be, the end game for Wildstar for a while. So I thought it was a very cool zone to play, and I had a lot of fun doing it. There's a few cool quest lines where you do interact with sort of these big facilities and stuff like that, and you're kind of leading the exile forces in. I mean, obviously, if you're on the exile, which you're pretty cool if you are. That being said, my hint of the day is that my level 50 boost character was on the Dominion. Ooh, who knows what it is? Guess in the comments below. I didn't follow anyone's suggestions in like who I should make level 50. I just did whatever the hell I wanted. So I'm sorry if you did leave suggestions. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this for me, and I did. So there you go. So yeah, you should leave suggestions, even though now I don't pay attention to them. But you guys, it's fun. It's all for fun. It's just fun. But yeah, so I'm really pumped to be level 50. The other part of this video, it's not just gloating. And really, is this gloating? I mean, it took me like 6 months to hit level 50. Because you can go back and see the videos where I was in that. And to be fair, I was making videos and I'm a casual player and I play other MMOs at the same time. So it's not that bad. I got from, 42 to 50 this weekend. So I can go pretty quick when I want to, but I overall did pretty slow. So I shouldn't really gloat. It was pretty bad. But the other point of this video, I guess, is just asking all those veterans to Wildstar, because I've said this so many times before, I've not done the end game in so long that this is going to be kind of rough. I need to know what you guys think is the best thing to do once you hit the 50. Like, what's the first set of gear that I should be going for that's pretty easy to get? I know from back in my day that there's the contract system where you do very specific daily quests. And then I also know that there are daily areas. I'm trying to think of the areas that I went to. I'm pretty sure there's a new one now that I think I found and took a screenshot of for the front of this video, which is like Art, Art, Arctica or Antarctica. I'm not looking at the name. It's like it's very west, very northerny. It's got like sort of the northern lights in the sky and stuff like that. That one seemed to have a pretty decent set of gear, but I don't know if that's just like made obsolete by like some like easy prime level thing I could do or something like that. So if you guys do have suggestions, I would take them and be very happy to have them, because I'm very interested in gearing. I think I am going to gear my warrior. I think I'm going to work on him a bit just because I've now got him to 50 and I am interested to see how much damage they do as my DPS character, I think. And then I might use some other characters, specifically the one I got to 50, and maybe a different one for like a healing and tank position to sort of see how I enjoy doing that for a while. Another really fun thing that I saw was just a lot of pugs going on during this weekend too, for like just like for funsies genetic archives, which was a really cool thing to see, because you know that's really what tells me if a game is fun to play, is if there's still people who are like actively doing raids and like dungeons and stuff. Like if the looking for group and like the chat is going on, it doesn't really matter to me how much of a population a game has, because for me that is the population. And I think almost in some weird way, as Wildstar has actually shrunk in population from, you know, back when it launched or whatever, I feel like I almost see more of the population now because we have these like general Nexus chats, and we might have had them at the start of the game, I'm not sure, but I definitely didn't make use of them. So specifically now with like the few guilds, or well, the guild I'm in, and the chat, I just see a constant flow of people talking and joking and looking for more people in their group. And you know, it's a very warming thing to do. And like even when I hit 50, I actually had a few people who were just randomly near me that like went in the questing area, and they're like rats, and like someone like whispered me, you know, cool outfit and stuff like that. So there's a lot of interaction there that I think a lot of people from the outside kind of see Wildstar as this place where it's like almost a single player game where like there's just no interaction. And for me, that's not been the case throughout this leveling experience. There's certainly some zones where you won't see anyone for a while, and that's unfortunate. But you can say that for any game that's become quite big, where there's like a few zones. Like specifically, I mean, I obviously play Guild Wars 2 the most as my other MMO, but the leveling in that game is really messed up, in my opinion, where you don't actually have to care about levels much. You kind of just boost to 50 or to 80 all the time. And because of that, some of the lower level zones that aren't very interesting aren't very populated. Like people pretty much just go there to do map exploration and stuff like that. So it's interesting. All this to say, I'm having fun in Wildstar. I hit level 50, pleased about it, and you guys should tell me what to do next in terms of gearing. In terms of what I want to do next for the channel, obviously I'm going to do some more Wildstar videos. I'm very excited to now do 50 content now that we're done leveling. I think I'm going to take a break from leveling in Wildstar and focus on doing videos on what you do at 50 and just general game guides and stuff like that, because I've had so many requests, and because you guys are probably tired as shit of seeing me suck at leveling in Wildstar, which is nice because I do love leveling. So I'm just going to move that to some different game, and I'm not sure what it is going to be, but I'm going to do some leveling and something else. But Wildstar is going to have some more endgame content, and I'm really, really psyched about that. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you are having a great day, evening, whenever you're watching this really, and I will see you in the next video.